Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. I am Joe. This week's video, we are going to talk about a neat little product that I recently picked up when I removed my running boards and added a set of rock sliders to my GX470. It's a little 3D printed product to just complete the look of this front fender area. Yes, these caps right here is what I'm talking about. And I intended on making a video just because it's 470 content, but I was so happy with how it turned out, how it looks, and the quality of the product. I need to go into a little bit more depth on this video and tell you a little bit more about it. Stay tuned. Yes, that's right. If you already follow me on Instagram and Facebook, links in the description down below, you will have seen some pictures that I've already posted of my 470 with the running boards removed and with these end caps, these Fender end caps installed. And like I said earlier, they're just awesome. I had hesitated taking the running boards off because honestly, my girls and my wife use them all the time. It wasn't that big of a deal to have them on. I figured, how much is it really going to change the look anyway? And I did have rock sliders coming. That being said, about a week before the rock sliders were supposed to get here, I took the running boards off in preparation, which I'm not going to show you how to do that. There are lots of videos on YouTube on how to do that. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Just get yourself one of those plastic pry tools that is like for the interior panels. Get yourself a set of those and make life a lot easier. Some bolts and it comes right off. And it looks, what a huge change in the appearance having those gone. Except for this front fender area, and that's where we need to dig in a little bit deeper. And here they are. It's kind of hard to get this into focus. They are 3D printed, so they kind of have a texture to them and kind of a shine to them that is not playing well with lighting. But there you have it. It is, like I said, just a little 3D printed plastic piece that goes on the bottom of these front fenders. Normally, when you remove your running boards, the plastic of the running board comes up and goes to the fender there, and when you remove that, there's like some plastic fingers and stuff that stick down. It's really not attractive. Very unfinished look. A lot of guys will actually cut up their factory running boards and put part of that back on. I didn't really want to hack up my running boards just because I didn't know what the future may or may not hold for those. But these, I think, were $45 shipped, and of course I will have links down in the description below. Blue Dog Design Works, and yeah, it's just, they clip right into the factory locations. There's two clips on the outside here that go into factory holes, and there is, now we're going to get into a little more detail in just a second. Now, when it comes to the clips on the outside, there is like little rubber, kind of like felt almost washers that come on the clips. You may or may not have to take those off depending on how snug they fit on your particular GX. I did have to take mine off, those little washers off, and if you reach up behind here, you can actually access the back side of where those clips go, and I really had to pull and pinch everything together, but that's all right because like when I did that and it actually, when they clipped into place, oh man, they fit so snug. So we've had this on vacation. I've put well over 1,400 miles, lots of highway miles, 70, 80 miles an hour. Riding with these, I've been doing some mild off-roading with them. I have pressure washed the heck out of them, and they have stayed put, and I'm super impressed with them. Now, like I said, I had to do a little customization on mine. If you look back in here, if you're interested on my lift specs and my wheel and tire specs, there's videos for that. Go search for those. The factory running boards and actually these caps, when you get them, will actually extend to about here. They go back another 1.5 inches or so. since I have big tires and I have my tire turned so that you can kind of see there, I had already had to trim my factory running boards on the inside to clear my tires from rubbing. And from the factory, there is a pin, push pin here that keeps everything together. Well, I cut all of that out, so there's nothing to pin these to. That being said, all I had to do was, I think this is going to apply to a lot of people, I trimmed off about an inch and a half to where it's pretty even with where my fender flare naturally kind of came down. And I used a 11/32 drill bit. It was actually a step drill bit up to the 11/32 hole, drilled through this and through the fender flare, which comes back in here. It doesn't go all the way across, so you gotta pick and choose where you need to put your hole. And then I used the clip, the push pin clip that came with these caps. That's not the clip that came off my running boards. That is the clip that came with them. Took me about 2 minutes to trim that piece off, drill that hole, pop that in there. Like I said, I did some mild off-roading on our vacation. You know, enough to stuff the tires up a little bit that if they were gonna hit here while I was turning and driving and stuff on the trails, they would have. Didn't. No contact at all, and I'm so happy with them. I will say, on camera, I'm looking on my camera obviously as I'm filming, the quality and how good the whole kind of thing looks is not coming across on film. I may end up kind of sanding the texture down on the 3D print. If you're not familiar with 3D printing, it does leave a little bit of a texture. That's just how it is. I may sand these down a little bit, little filler primer, sand those down again, and then I may spray them with the same aerosol spray paint that I did my sliders. No, it won't match, but it's gonna get rock chips and stuff up there from my tires anyway. It'll be easy for me to repaint them, and it'll be a nice cohesive look there. You can get them in white. I've seen people paint them body color, but like I said, on video, on photo, they don't look nearly as good as they do in person. It just makes the whole fender look so much better having that finished bottom edge instead of just that goofy fingers and attachment points from that plastic fender flare sticking down there. And it also beats cutting up your factory running boards. It's just a way better idea, and you can't beat the price, $45. All right, y'all, be sure to check out, again, the links down below over to Blue Dog, where you can pick a set of those up. They make a bunch of other 3D printed stuff too, and I've actually messaged with them on Instagram a couple times about this. I had posted the pictures, or not, I don't know how we got into it, but we were talking about how I had trimmed it and for my 33s and put a new hole in there and stuff, and they were curious on how they did that, and I said I was going to make a video, and they were more than welcome to link the video in their website, and they were all about that, and they seem to be enthusiasts when it comes to 3D printing stuff for cars, especially for GXs. So go check them out. They've got social media and whatnot as well. Again, if you are curious on my GX, my lift specs, and my wheel and tire setup, and all the other things that I've got going on the GX, be sure to check out my back catalog of videos. It's all there, documented, and along with the 4Runner and everything that I've had leading up to this point. Anyway, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to do that. Hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind, and be sure to turn on the notifications. This is a Wednesday night video. My normal schedule is Sunday night, but I've been really busy and my upload schedule has been kind of crazy, so I'm trying to get as much as I can out to you guys whenever I can at this point. So hopefully the next video will be this Sunday, and it will be the trailgate table, the DIY trailgate table in the GX, which has been awesome. I can't wait to share that with you guys as well. Before you ask about my rock sliders, yes, I have a set of rock sliders. No, I'm not going to make a video on them, honestly, because there's really nothing to write home about on them. I kind of wish that there was, but there's not. I bought a set of bolt-on sliders, and they are just that instead of bolt-on sliders. Nothing good, nothing bad, unfortunately. Until the next video gets uploaded, thank you for watching, take care, goodbye.